Hello everyone, Treecks here, and welcome to Spyro the Dragon. And look what I found. A very interesting looking crater. As a dragon, I'm for some weird reason attracted to stuff like this. Not too sure why. But anyway, my funny little jokes aside, where I always try to start an episode in a pretty weird way. We are also going to continue with playing the game, of course. Second stage of the second hub world is actually up. It is called Clifftown, and it is found pretty much wide in the open here in the south end of the hub world. Let's go in. There's still plenty more gems to find, plenty more dragons to save, and even a couple of dragon eggs to get. And doing all that while also looking out for achievements and skill points to collect. Let's go see what Clifftown can actually offer us. It seems we are here. A very over-exaggerated dive into the stage, like always. So, here we are. Showdown Town. Here we can actually find these dudes. They actually have metal coating, as you can see, so flaming them won't work. Charging will, of course. But do be sure you're quick about it, because these guys will actually attack you if you're too slow. Obviously. Plenty of gems to find here. Inside. There's also a couple behind over here, I think. But we actually need to get those later. We're not able to jump high enough. We need to get to those from a higher ledge. Oh, really now? We're playing it like this now. Interesting people live here. Let's make sure we check out every nook and cranny in case we actually miss something. Oh yeah, we can actually burn these cactuses. I'm pretty sure there's no requirement for it this time around. There is in a later stage, I think. But... ooh, look what we have here. These guys look interesting. Ah, so cute. The enemy fodder in this stage is actually lizards. Of course I can't kill those. I just need to make sure I don't get hit in this stage, because these guys I just can't get over my heart to kill. We're obviously not going to do that. Let's go light up these cauldrons. Because as you can see, that will also give you a gem. Should also be one on the other side. Let's make sure I don't kill the lizards on accident. And with these final 2 red gems, we should have everything on the south end of the level. At least the parts we can reach right now. Move on to the north. And I can hear laughing, so... we're looking out for another egg. There you are. But don't mind me, I'll take care of you later. First, Halvor.
How's a dragon supposed to flame metal armor anyway?
Remember, Spyro, flame won't work on metal, but charging with your horns, that should do the trick.
In case you actually haven't played any stages where you kill enemies with metal. And this stage will also give you another hint about it. But we've played plenty of stages already in this game. We know how metal armor works on enemies. Let's get everything on the lower area first, before moving on. Oh, there's one up over there. It's number 20 already. Still have not died yet in this game. Would be funny if we actually get to no death run, but I highly doubt that will happen. Later on, this game can get pretty difficult, so I'm definitely not counting on getting a no death run in this game. Let's get you from the higher ledge, because you're stupid enough not to run away if I do. One of the first advices I actually gave you whenever taking on these guys. Jump to them from above. And these guys are never a problem. Hey, and here we have something new. There's some sort of firework over there, but we actually can't reach it from here, it looks like. But it is definitely something. It is not static. We'll be using that later. The moment we can reach it. Okay. More mama's actually cooking some stuff. For us, only the gems are of interest. You go away. I'm only interested in your cauldron. And of course, the gem you also have. You still need to kill every enemy, of course. Every single one will actually drop a gem. Excluding the father. Including you. Awesome. The only way to kill enemies. Now, let's move on. Let's do the final couple of chests before reaching the end of the stage. In fact, there's also one over here, but this one is fortified. This one we can't open. At least not yet. Is it the final ledge? Or at least it should be. There's 2 more cooking mamas. Remember that game, Cooking Mama? Don't worry, I don't own that game. Let's rescue Enzo.
Hey, what's on the other side of that river?
Why don't you glide there and find out?
Ooh, there's also another side of the river. Yeah, looks like it. There's more stuff over there. And since we're really high up, we can actually reach it by gliding. So, biggest glide we've done so far in this game. Let's go! Awesome. Where were we? Here's a couple of gems. Oh, and there's also vultures here in this stage. But these guys, remember to actually flame them. Unlike in the previous stage where we actually charged one. And this time around we actually have a skill point. Or, no, never mind. Apparently it's an achievement. But anyway, we need to actually flame all of the vultures in the stage. Not charging them, flaming them. And apparently it's not a skill point, but an achievement. So if you're playing the regular PlayStation version, you actually don't have to do this, because there's no skill points and no achievements in that. But if you're playing the more modern version, like me, then that is something you do want to do. Oh, there's more of them, so... We're apparently not done yet. You, go to the next one. Oh, let's also make sure to grab the gem. Sparks is also really good at grabbing gems for them, but even he can't grab them from a very far distance. You need to be at least somewhat close to it. And looks like we have everything in this big desert. Those are usually the hardest parts to actually see if you have everything. There we go. Yeah, that was the final one. Birds of a feather. Flame every vulture in the level cliff town. Next dragon. This one is Marco.
You've reached the highest point in Clifftown. You can get to almost anywhere from here. If I were you, I'd use that whirlwind over there.
Yeah, that's good to know. From here we can actually reach the final couple of areas we have not been able to reach yet. And there's also a whirlwind over here, giving us easy access back to this ledge. So we don't have to go all the way around if we actually jump somewhere and need to retry or go somewhere else. Let's go over here next. There's a couple of chests on this building over here. And they are still there. Because of gliding failure. A good head start. Yeah, there we go. Unlike in Spyro 2, there's actually no way to get a final jump before exiting a glide. Here in Spyro 1, the glide has to be perfect. Next up, what I talked about before beginning the stage. There is also stuff behind the beginning area. From here we can indeed reach that. Gems. And even a magenta one. Increasing our total by quite a lot. 316. Now let's go back in this whirlwind one last time. There should be one more thing we can actually reach from here. Namely, the buildings in the main area. Yeah, there we are. 20 more. 336. Next up, we're going to want to take a look at that firework. For that, we actually want to jump from this cliff. Yeah, let's go one step higher, just to make sure we're able to reach it. Yeah, that should be fine. There we are. And this is how these things work. We light them up. They will start firing and get aimed at something that is destroyable. In this case, one of those reinforced chests. And that is the use of the fireworks in this game. So, if you meet a reinforced chest, take a look out if there's perhaps a firecracker that's able to bust it open. This should be it. Yeah, indeed. It's been a while, but we've actually been able to get everything without missing a single gem somewhere. So for the first time in a long time, we don't have to start looking for stuff. We can immediately exit the stage, because we have everything. There's no skill points to get in this stage. In fact, the next one is going to be in the boss stage, I saw, so that's something we don't have to worry about for a while. So all we're looking out for in the regular stages is gems, dragons, eggs, and chivos. Let's wait for the loading screen, because I can see at my timer I have plenty of time to do another one. So hell yeah! Perhaps some of the later stages in this game, which are a little bit more difficult and a little bit bigger, I might not be able to do 2 of them in one episode anymore, but for now I should still be able to actually reach that. Let's go check out where the next one is. It should be Icy Cavern. Yeah. And looking on my list, I also see it's actually called Ice Cavern and not Icy Cavern. But that is easily corrected. The level is called Ice Cavern. And is therefore a really weird thing to find in the desert-themed world. There's a loose ice level here. But of course we're still going to do it. And hopefully it won't take us 10 minutes. Hopefully it's going to be a little bit less. On the map we can already see it's pretty linear, so it's hopefully not going to be too difficult. Yeah. I was already worried I needed to jump to there, but luckily there's a ledge, so... 400, okay. And 5 dragons, ooh, that's also a lot. But we should be able to find all of them. Play the stage correctly. Oh! He actually tossed the snowball at the father. There's bats flying around in the stage that actually function as the father. And yeah, enemies can also kill each other, it looks like. Awesome. Let's go listen to Ulric to forget about enemies killing each other.
Word of caution, little one. Wait until you grow big, like me, before charging those large enemies.
Yeah, also something we already knew. If enemies are big, then you can never charge them. For those guys, the flame attack is reserved. Nothing new. No, nothing from here. There is a window later on, I'm pretty sure, we need to jump from in order to reach a ledge. But it looks like it's not that one. Now, we can actually test out this theory on this guy. Charge! No! See, here's the proof it does not work. In case you were still doubting that. Let's move on. Let's see if this is a part where we can jump from. No, does not look like it. Excuse me for being paranoid. I've only played this game once before, so... even though it was recently. Therefore, I don't really know for sure where everything is. Most of the things actually point themselves, I found out in this game. Here is Todor.
Spyro, some big Gnorcs up ahead are wearing armor. And in the ice cave, armor can make their feet very slippery.
Hint, hint, hint. But those guys we actually meet a lot later, so don't have to worry about those quite yet. Let's go knock off these gems off these poles. And in the distance we can actually see a platform containing some things. And this is indeed what I was thinking about. But this was the platform we needed to glide to, containing a key and a couple of loose gems. The key actually fits to a chest we have not seen yet, but I'm pretty sure it is somewhere around here. Might also be the final part of the stage now that I think about it. But we'll see what we can find. Let's go back a bit, because we did skip a big part. And rescue Andor in the meantime.
Thank you for releasing me.
Okay, no, it's fine, so we're done quickly with you. Also means you don't waste a lot of time. Chests. Extra life. And some chests we need to bash through. That's all we have in this room. We still need to go back a little bit further. More snowball guys. This time no bats for them to hit. Ooh, tough guy. However, one simple flame move and he's out. Hey, what do we have here? This... Come on, leave me alone. This has got to be the guy the dragon actually talked about. Big Gnorcs wearing armor. However, it does make them very vulnerable for the slippery ice. And that is our way to actually take care of them. We can't kill them directly, but we can actually knock them off the stage. That is our key in defeating those guys. Also something we're going to remember. This should be the room where we're... And this should be the room we were at before actually jumping off that platform. Yeah, because there's the platform we actually jumped from. We need to get up there next, I'm pretty sure. And that should be where the locked chest is. Oh, here it is. Here's a step up to the higher ledges. So let's jump from one ledge to the other. And then make our way there. Here's the locked chest. I indeed remembered correctly. There's also a gem here, indicating we can actually also jump from there. In fact, that's also something I'm planning to do. We did see all the other rooms leading from there, so... This is indeed the shortest way to get back to where we were. Bam. Let's land for safety. And this is where we were. Okay. Let's move on. Key and chest business taken care of, we can move on. More than halfway through the stage it looks like, both on the map and on our gem count. Giving away that we've done most of it already. Now, speaking of which, we've already reached the end portal. But there's still a little side area leading southeast. And this I cannot jump, so... No, this is a lower one, so... Let's do it from here. Only makes sense. And it looks like it's also immediately our stepping stone into this little side area. Containing the final couple of these enemies. And it should also be where the skiing Gnorcs are. There's actually a Chiefo in the stage where we need to take out skiing Gnorcs. And all of them should actually be in this room. Ooh, snipe! You, sir, are pro at snowball throwing. But anyway, him being able to snipe aside, he's also one of the skiing Gnorcs. And all of these armor dudes are also still here. These guys we also need to take out, of course. They also drop gems, so... It's not an option leaving them behind. Here's more of them. Here's the second one, it looks like. So let's take you out. And the third one's also here. There we go. And that takes care of those. Triathlon. Defeat all 3 of the skiing Gnorcs in Ice Cavern. Next achievement in the bucket. Let's get the final couple of gems in this room. Yeah. That should be all of them. Nope, there's 2 more. Or must I say 4 more, because they're worth 2. So, with that we can actually move on into the next corridor. Where another one of these armor dudes is waiting for us. Nope. dodge the snowballs. Let's not dodge the chests and the dragon, because those we do want. Ragnar.
You've done well, Spyro. Some dragons thought you weren't ready, but I knew they were wrong.
I'm ready, all right. Ready for what?
For the thing you've been doing these last couple of episodes, Spyro. Your adventure. Speaking of which, we're not done yet with your adventure, not by a long shot. First, we're going to want to make sure we beat this stage. Final couple of things are all going to be here, I'm pretty sure. The final room, after all, so there should be. Another one-up. The rest is all gems. Yeah, the final couple ones should be around the end portal. There's also still a dragon there I did not pick up, so... You... And these should both be green ones. Yeah, indeed, making a grand total of 400. However, level's not complete because we still have Asher.
Thanks for freeing me, Spyro. And now, where was I?
Oh, why always these old dragon jokes? Does that have to be a thing? No matter. All we care about is 100% level complete. 2 of them, in fact, yet again in this episode, just like the previous ones. And therefore we can get out of here and close off this episode. Almost 22 minutes. For the first time I actually don't have to cut, because in both of the levels I got everything in one go. Here in this linear stage that was not that big of a problem, of course, but still. We achieve pretty much 100% in the regular stages here in the Peacekeeper's world. So next time we're going to take care of speedways and bosses. And I'm gone already, so let's close off this video. Treecks out!